Wonders of Korea. In a land where ancient palaces whisper forgotten legends, and glass skyscrapers stretch into the sky like dreams made real, where monks chant beneath golden dawns and K-pop beats echo through neon-lit nights, lies a nation that defies time, pulses with beauty, and sings a story unlike any other. This is South Korea. A place where tradition meets tomorrow, where nature and technology dance in perfect rhythm, and every journey feels like a scene from a cinematic masterpiece. From volcanic islands and sacred temples, to electric cities and secret villages frozen in time. Come with us as we explore the 10 most breathtaking, most visited, and most soul-stirring places that define the magic of Korea. Get ready. This is not just a trip, it's an experience you'll never forget. One, Seoul. A city of timeless contrasts. Seoul, the beating heart of South Korea, is more than just a capital. It's a living, breathing paradox of the ancient and the futuristic. This sprawling megacity, home to over 10 million people, invites travelers into a world where centuries-old palaces share the skyline with glittering skyscrapers, where serene Buddhist temples echo beneath digital billboards, and where innovation pulses through streets paved with history. Begin your journey in the majestic grounds of Gyeongbokgung Palace, built in 1395, the grandest of Seoul's 5 royal palaces. As you step through its towering gates and into its vast courtyards, you're not just entering a historic site. You're walking into the soul of the Joseon dynasty. Every morning, the changing of the guard ceremony brings vibrant tradition to life, with guards clad in bright silk uniforms and ancient instruments resonating through the air. Take time to wander through the palace's hidden pavilions, tranquil lotus ponds, and intricately painted wooden beams. It's a place where stories from 600 years ago are still whispered in the wind. Just beyond the palace walls lies Bukchon Hanok Village, a neighborhood frozen in time. Its winding alleys are lined with hundreds of traditional Hanok houses, their curved roofs and wooden lattice doors offering a glimpse into Seoul's pre-modern past. Unlike open-air museums, these homes are still lived in, some converted into tea houses, art galleries, and cultural workshops. As you walk its narrow paths, the quietude feels sacred, especially with the looming Namsan Tower in the distance, a subtle reminder that even in the old, the new is never far. But the contrast deepens in places like Andong, where antique shops selling calligraphy brushes and ceramics sit beside sleek design cafes and street vendors offering modern twists on traditional Korean snacks. You might sip roasted corn tea in a 100-year-old tea house, then walk next door to a gallery displaying avant-garde digital art. Then step into the future in Dongdaemun Design Plaza, DDP, a silver, spaceship-like structure designed by Zaha Hadid that looks like it belongs in a sci-fi film. Inside, the plaza hosts everything from fashion weeks and tech expos to immersive art exhibitions. It's a symbol of Seoul's obsession with reinvention and a powerful statement of what 21st century Korea represents: bold, innovative, and unapologetically creative. Two, Busan, where urban energy meets coastal serenity. Busan, South Korea's second-largest city, isn't just a coastal escape. It's a soulful blend of ocean breeze, mountain serenity, bustling energy, and raw authenticity. Unlike the fast-paced polish of Seoul, Busan unfolds more like a storybook, with each neighborhood offering a different chapter of discovery, from sandy beaches and traditional temples to vibrant markets and world-class urban flair. Begin your journey at Haeundae Beach, the crown jewel of Busan's coastline and one of the most famous beaches in all of Korea. By day, the golden sands stretch wide beneath a skyline of glittering high-rises filled with sunbathers, swimmers, and volleyball players. Families picnic on mats, couples stroll the boardwalk, and performers bring music to the sea air. In the early morning, fog sometimes blankets the shore, creating a cinematic stillness interrupted only by the distant sound of waves. And when evening falls, Haeundae becomes even more alive. The skyline sparkles, food stalls glow, and fire shows and night markets turn the beachfront into a celebration of life. Just around the bend lies Gyeongju Beach, a quieter but equally enchanting seaside escape. Here, the iconic Gyeongju Bridge, a dazzling two-tier suspension bridge, stretches across the bay like a string of pearls. At night, it lights up in ever-changing colors, dancing to music and painting the waters below. Cafes and rooftop lounges line the waterfront, giving visitors the perfect perch to watch the city light reflect off gentle waves. Whether you're sipping a latte by day or enjoying seafood and skyline views at night, Gyeongju offers that rare kind of peace that only ocean cities can give. For thrill seekers and those wanting a taste of nature's drama, venture out to the Oryukdo Skywalk, a glass-bottomed platform perched over sheer cliffs above the roaring East Sea. Standing here is like floating above the ocean. Below, waves crash against jagged rocks with hypnotic power. And if the sky is clear, you can see the outlines of Tsushima Island in Japan. It's a moment that blurs the line between adrenaline and awe. 3. Jeju Island, Korea's tropical escape. Jeju Island, often referred to as the Hawaii of South Korea, is not just a destination, it's a dream woven in emerald waters, volcanic beauty, and ancient myths. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, this volcanic island off Korea's southern coast offers an experience unlike anywhere else in the country. Here, dramatic landscapes, pristine beaches, lush forests, and rich culture come together to create an otherworldly sanctuary that invites rest, exploration, and reflection. As soon as you arrive, you're greeted by Hallasan Mountain, South Korea's highest peak and the sleeping heart of the island. Towering over everything, this extinct volcano is both majestic and mysterious. Hiking Hallasan is like traveling through multiple worlds in a single day, starting in subtropical vegetation, passing through wildflower meadows, and ending in windswept, alpine silence at the summit. On clear mornings, the sunrise from the top paints the island in golden light, offering views so wide and deep they almost seem unreal. But Jeju's volcanic origins tell their story across the island. One of the most awe-inspiring geological wonders is the Manjangul lava tube, a massive underground tunnel formed thousands of years ago by flowing lava. As you descend into the cool darkness of this natural cathedral, you're enveloped by silence and shadows. The tunnel's dramatic rock formations, like the world's largest known lava column, make you feel as though you've stepped into the planet's core. It's humbling, surreal, and entirely unforgettable. Equally captivating is the coastline. Seoraksan Ilchulbong, or Sunrise Peak, is a tough cone rising sharply out of the sea, created by a volcanic eruption over 5,000 years ago. Climbing its steep path before dawn is a Jeju ritual. As the sun breaches the horizon, casting soft light across the crater's rim and the surrounding turquoise ocean, it's easy to see why this place is sacred. (4) Gyeongju, Korea's open-air history museum. Gyeongju, often referred to as the museum without walls, is not just a city. It's a timeless portal into the heart of Korea's ancient Seoul. Once the capital of the mighty Silla dynasty, which ruled for nearly 1,000 years, 57 BC, 935 AD, Gyeongju is a living tapestry of ancient tombs, serene temples, stone relics, and architectural marvels, all set against the tranquil beauty of mountains and lotus ponds. Walking through Gyeongju feels like strolling through the pages of an epic, each path steeped in a quiet reverence for the past. Begin your journey at Bulguksa Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the spiritual gem of Gyeongju. Nestled in the foothills of Mount Tohum, this 8th century Buddhist temple complex is not just a historical site, it's a masterpiece of harmony and faith. As you approach, you pass beneath ancient pine trees, the scent of incense and the sound of birdsong guiding your way. The temple's famed Seokatap and Dabotap pagodas, built entirely from stone without mortar, are marvels of balance and symmetry. Climb the stone staircases, symbolizing the path to enlightenment, and you'll feel the centuries of devotion etched into every detail. Continue onward to the Seokguram Grotto, a stone sanctuary tucked deep into the mountainside. Inside, a majestic seated Buddha gazes calmly out toward the East Sea, surrounded by a host of celestial guardians carved into the cave's granite walls. The journey to reach the grotto, through winding forest trails, is meditative in itself, and when you arrive, you're rewarded with one of Korea's most sacred views. Built in the 8th century, using sophisticated architectural techniques, the grotto has survived wars and weather as a symbol of national pride and spiritual serenity. Back in the city, the Daerungwon Tomb Complex introduces visitors to the burial mounds of Silla royalty. These giant grass-covered domes rise like hills across the landscape, silent monuments to kings and queens long gone. Five, Seoraksan National Park, a symphony of nature. Seoraksan National Park isn't just a destination, it's a sanctuary where the soul of Korea is written in stone, water, mist, and color. Revered as the jewel of South Korea's natural heritage, Seoraksan lies in the northeastern province of Gangwon-do and stretches across a vast and diverse landscape of craggy peaks, dense forests, glacial valleys, hot springs, waterfalls, and ancient temples. Every inch of this majestic park seems designed to inspire awe, reflection, and a profound sense of connection to the earth. The moment you arrive, the first thing to strike you is Seoraksan's grandeur. The name literally means snowy crag mountains, and its jagged granite peaks soar into the sky like frozen waves carved by the gods. Dicheongbong Peak, the park's highest point, towers at 1,708 meters and offers panoramic views that stretch endlessly, especially in autumn, when the entire park is ablaze with fiery reds, golden yellows, and rich oranges. The climb is a spiritual test, strenuous yet soul-nourishing. And as you ascend, the mist begins to drift through the pines, creating a mystical, almost otherworldly atmosphere. But even if you're not a hiker, Seoraksan's beauty is easily accessible. The Seorak-Sogongwon cable car gently lifts visitors toward Gyeonggumsong Fortress, an ancient site perched atop a rocky ridge. From here, the entire valley spreads out before you like a painting. Rolling forests, sheer cliffs, and the East Sea shimmering faintly in the distance. In the early morning or late afternoon, the changing light transforms the landscape into a living canvas. 6. Andong, where tradition still breathes. Nestled in the heart of Korea's North Gyeongsang province, Andong is often called the cultural soul of South Korea, a living museum where time seems to slow, and the rich traditions of centuries past still pulse through the streets, homes, and festivals. Known as the birthplace of Korean Confucianism and a stronghold of heritage, Andong offers visitors a rare glimpse into a Korea that honors its history not just in museums or texts, but through everyday life. Your journey into Andong's timeless world begins in Haho Folk Village, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that is arguably one of Korea's best preserved traditional villages. As you step through the ancient wooden gates and cobblestone streets, you're transported back over 600 years, wandering past Hanok houses with gracefully curved tiled roofs, ancient trees whispering secrets of generations, and locals who still live much as their ancestors did. The village's layout was designed according to Confucian ideals and principles of geomancy, blending harmoniously with the surrounding mountains and the serene Nakdong River that wraps protectively around it. Every corner of Haho tells a story. The traditional thatched homes, communal wells, stone walls, and narrow alleyways that wind like veins through this historic settlement. The villagers have kept alive centuries-old customs, like mask dances known as Haho Byosingat Talnori, performed to entertain the gods and ward off evil spirits. Watching the dancers in their vibrant masks and costumes is like watching history come alive. Seven. Everland and Lotte World, Korea's wonderland of joy. For those seeking a blend of thrilling adventure, whimsical fantasy, and family-friendly fun, Everland and Lotte World stand as Korea's twin giants of entertainment. Two magnificent amusement parks that transform ordinary days into unforgettable memories, making them must-visit destinations for locals and travelers alike. Everland, located just outside Seoul in Yongin, is Korea's largest theme park, sprawling over 1.5 million square meters of beautifully landscaped grounds that blend natural scenery with exhilarating rides, themed zones, and immersive experiences. From the moment you enter Everland, you are greeted by vibrant colors, joyful music, and a palpable energy that feels like stepping into a dream world. One of Everland's greatest appeals is its diverse themed zones, each offering a unique atmosphere and adventure. The Global Fair welcomes visitors with its charming shops and cafes, perfect for a leisurely stroll or to pick up souvenirs. As you wander further, you enter American Adventure, a zone reminiscent of the Wild West, complete with thrilling roller coasters like the T-Express, one of the world's steepest wooden roller coasters. The heart-pounding drops and twists of the T-Express create an adrenaline rush that draws thrill-seekers from all over Asia. For families and animal lovers, Zootopia is a delightful haven, home to over 200 species of animals. Visitors can explore safari-style tours, feeding gentle giraffes, spotting playful lemurs, and watching majestic tigers roam their spacious habitats. It's a perfect blend of education and entertainment, making Everland a park that appeals to all ages. Eight, Nami Island, the island of love and literature. Tucked away in the tranquil waters of the Bukhangang River, just a short drive from Seoul, lies Nami Island, a captivating paradise that has become one of Korea's most beloved destinations. Known as the Island of Love and Literature, Nami Island is a place where nature's beauty intertwines with art, history, and heartfelt stories, offering visitors a unique blend of romance, inspiration, and cultural richness. From the moment you arrive, Nami Island enchants, with its scenic pathways lined with towering trees that seem to whisper poetry as the wind rustles through their leaves. The island's signature meta-sequoia tree-lined avenue is nothing short of iconic. Its straight rows of rust-red trunks and golden foliage create a breathtaking corridor that changes dramatically with the seasons. In autumn, this avenue becomes a glowing tunnel of amber and crimson, attracting photographers and couples from around the world seeking the perfect romantic backdrop. Beyond its natural allure, Nami Island holds a special place in Korean popular culture. It was the filming location for the internationally acclaimed Korean drama Winter Sonata, a story of first love and destiny that touched millions of hearts. Fans of the drama come to walk the same paths as their favorite characters, reliving moments of tenderness and nostalgia amidst the serene landscape. Statues and art installations throughout the island commemorate the drama and its timeless themes of love and memory. Nine, Incheon, Port of the Future, Echo of the Past. Situated along Korea's western coastline, Incheon is a dynamic city where the modern world's pulse beats alongside echoes of a rich and layered history. As the nation's gateway to the sea, Incheon stands proudly as a vibrant port city that embraces its strategic importance, while honoring the cultural and historical legacy that has shaped its identity. The story of Incheon begins centuries ago, as a modest fishing village blessed by the sea, gradually evolving into a bustling harbor that would play pivotal roles in Korea's economic development and historical milestones. Today, it is home to one of the world's busiest and most technologically advanced ports, an international hub that handles millions of tons of cargo and serves as a key gateway connecting Korea to global markets. Walking through Incheon's modern waterfront districts, visitors are immediately struck by sleek skyscrapers, futuristic bridges, and state-of-the-art infrastructure that exemplify Korea's vision of the future. The Songdo International Business District, a remarkable example of smart city innovation, showcases urban planning at its finest, complete with eco-friendly designs, sustainable green spaces, and intelligent transportation systems. Songdo's towering glass buildings are surrounded by canals, parks, and pedestrian-friendly zones, making it a model for how cities can harmonize nature, technology, and human life.